Hello to all my stays. Welcome back to my channel where I watch K-pop content and talk about a lot of nothing. Yeah, that is right. It is sad. I watch K-pop and pause a lot and go on tangents and talk about random stuff sometimes. So, if that's the kind of content that you like, where we kind of have a conversation, I ask for input, I put in my own input, this may be for you. Um, if you like the kind where there's no pausing or really much else except for, you know, just watching the video and having a little reaction, then this may not be for you. But that is okay because everyone has their preferences and we all like different types of content. So, um, I ask you to give me a little try anyway. And if you hate me, then you don't have to stay. But thank you for checking in. And if you like me or like what I'm reacting to, then you can subscribe, give me a like, all that good stuff. So today, that was really loud. Today I will be continuing on my journey of discovering Stray Kids. So it's still hard for me to really know who I'm looking at, except for like a very few members, a few of them I know. Um, I have their profiles pulled up again just to see like their faces and their names again, just to give myself a refresher because it has been quite a while since I last recorded, and especially last recorded Stray Kids. Um, but yeah, today we are getting into two videos, which is the Spread My Wings performance video, which is what came from their first release, their first mixtape in 2018. Yeah, so that's that. And then the next one will be District 9, which I think is their official debut. And the next video we'll get into more stuff. So, next video we'll probably get into two of the other songs from their debut album. But anyway, um I want to once again thank the lovely Reina for recommending Stray Kids because she is one of my favorite K-pop reactors. I will put a link down in this description below for her channel. Um she's great and she loves Stray Kids, and so when she heard that I was going to be making my own channel, she was waiting for the day that she could recommend Stray Kids. So I once again thank her for recommending this. So we are going to waste no more time because I am very intrigued. I know Stray Kids is huge. I know many of the members are individually huge, and I'm sort of intrigued to get to know more about them and to kind of see who might become my bias. No one is really sticking out to me at all um, at the moment. So, we'll just continue on and see what they got for me. So, first off, we're going to start with the Spread My Wings performance video. Um, so yeah, let's just get straight into it. I am still a little bit scared discovering new groups, especially groups that I can't fully tell who is who just yet. Um, so if you don't hear me calling out names and stuff like that, I'm sorry. If I miss stuff in the videos, I'm also sorry. It's just there's a lot going on at once, reading the lyrics, watching the video, trying to differentiate them, trying to remember all their names and all their faces, and listening to their voices and all this and that. So there's a lot going on at once. So excuse me for missing anything or not calling out names and all that stuff. If there's ever a single member on screen at a time or like a very clear picture of multiple of them, you can put a timestamp down in the comments and tell me who that is or who in the row that is. That way I can better put a name to a face. So anyway, enough yapping. Let's just get straight into this. And again, I have no idea what any of I've very, very rarely heard their music, so I have no idea what to expect. The Spread My Wings kind of sounds like it's gonna be cute, But we'll see.
어리게 보이기 싫었어 괜히 짓궂은 엄만 계속 받고 있고 어른스럽고만 싶었어 괜히 안 보던 뉴스를 까보고 운동화에서 더 좋은 구두로 눈길을 돌려
Real. Real. That is so funny. Okay. So far, really cute. It does definitely have that sort of like vibe that I was thinking of. I'm not good at explaining things, but this is similar to what I was expecting. Um the choreo looked good so far. It's fun. The lyrics though, yeah, they hit a little bit. Mhm. Yeah, they do. As an adult, I remember when I used to be a blissfully unaware child slash teenager and thinking, wow, like honestly, being a teenager is hard because it's like people are expecting you to act like an adult, but then also treating you like a child. So it's really difficult to find your place in the world when so many different things are expected of you. And, you know, I just I like being an adult because I like finally being able to make my own choices, but then you get stuck with all of these other responsibilities that are just like, this is completely not even related, but why do we as a society accept all of these things? Anyway, so um but yeah, I get it. It's like seriously, the days feel so much shorter. I feel like I have so much more to do. Can't get things done. I'm stressed all the time. I have responsibilities. It's like you fear it's like as a kid or a teenager, it's like you want to be an adult because you don't want to be treated like a child, but then you kind of fear it. Like you're scared that things are going to change and you have all of these new responsibilities and oh, sorry, I have to get my charger. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so it's definitely, and I know a lot of them were quite young back when this first released. So it is one of those things that's pretty scary. So, before we get back into the video, I forgot I always like to show off fun little goodies that I get randomly through the weeks. And just recently I got these really adorable giant stuffed animals. Um, these little Sanrio. Of course, this is my Melody. Super cute. They're squishy and fun and soft. And then I also got this one. I bought it for my friend, which I will be giving to her eventually. But it's a Kuromi. She's the Kuromi to my Melody. So, um, yeah, so cute. I'm like, these are adorable. And I saw these and I was like, I need them. So, anyway, I like to show off my little things, so you can always skip past those if you don't want, like or care. Anyway, back into the music video or performance video, back into the song. Let's see how much this will crush my dreams more than it already has. Bleak existence. It doesn't really get much better. Real. And also, even though now that I am like a full adult, like I'm turning 25 soon, I really can't relate to these lyrics anymore. Like I'm already an adult, so I can't really like relate to the fear of becoming an adult. It's already happened and I'm still scared. But it's still and the song itself, just like the flow and the beat and stuff like that. The chorus is really catchy. It's an overall good song. It kind of actually gives me the vibes of, and I'm like, I don't want to compare groups and stuff like that. That's not what I'm trying to do, but it gives me similar vibes to Astro. The type of style that of music that this is, and even the vocals that they have, reminds me a lot of Astro. And I used to love Astro. Of course, things changed once Rocky left and Moonbin passed away. But you know, I was a huge fan of Astro, and it was funny because they were sort of like the one group where I really didn't totally vibe with most of their music, but there was always at least one or two songs on the albums that I loved, and I just fell in love with their personality. So, um, I'm curious if this group is going to be similar to that, where I'm not always really vibing with the songs, but maybe their personalities are really gonna grab me and their performances and stuff. So, because so far, I like the songs that I've heard, and of course, like Elevator is iconic. There's nothing bad you could say about that song. Um, and I love that song, especially because Extraordinary Heroes covered it. But with the other song that I reacted to, which was Gurr, um, it wasn't like just the two songs, they weren't totally like, it's partly because I'm nervous about discovering a new group who is so huge, but also partly just because I'm like, "Oh, it's pretty good, but just not really something I'm like super like, this is like, incredible, you know?" And also remembering that half of these people were children when this came out. So anyway, um, maybe not half, but a few of them were minors. But yeah, so far it's pretty good. It's not like I'm hating it or anything. I'm enjoying myself, and I'm not gonna stop reacting to Stray Kids just because I've heard a few songs that I'm not totally like into. I'm sure they have plenty of songs that I will love. But I'm wondering if it'll be a similar situation to Astro, where they kind of sound similar, at least in this song, where I'll vibe a lot more with their personalities rather than their music. So, anyway, now that that's all done, let us continue with this video.
어리게 보이기 싫어서 괜히 옷만 계속 바꿔 입고 어른스럽고만 싶어서 안 보던 뉴스를 다
Sorry, that lyric is actually really funny because I actually used to watch the news way more when I was a child than I do now. I really don't watch the news at all. Most news comes from social media anyway, so that's kind of one reason. But because I'm not in school anymore, I don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. And when did back in the day, as a kid, my mom would have the news on. So, and I was actually pretty interested in the news. I don't know why, but um, we always watched the news before school. So it's kind of this lyric is just kind of funny to me because I actually don't relate at all. I'm like, I was a kid and I watched the news all the time, but now that I'm an adult, I actually really don't um watch or care about the news at all. So anyway, it's just kind of funny.
보고 이젠 안해 내 나이대로 살래 naturally 어린 날개로 나를 spread my wings yeah 어른인 척할 때가 좋은 듯해 안 변할래 철부지 같다는 말 듣는데도 뭐든 서툴지만 처음이란 단어가 좋아
That choreo is kind of cute.
하지만 이대로만 아직 어린 난 지금은 어려워 어른이 된단 말 올까봐 두려워 어른이 되는 날
Cool choreo. That's cute. Yeah. Um I can definitely understand the significance of this song to them, and especially I'm sure to a lot of the fandom as well. People who were teenagers transitioning to the time of being an adult, and even though it's not really, my thing. And especially now that I'm an adult, I can't really relate to it anyway. It's not like my favorite, but it was definitely, yeah, it's definitely relatable to a lot of people and very significant in a lot of people's lives, I'm sure. So, yeah. Moving on to the next one. This is their official debut, District 9 from their debut album. So, I'm very curious what this is going to be like. Um, yeah. We're not going to waste too much time on these little blurbs. So, let's just get straight into it. Very curious. Already variant. Wow. Why is everyone always in jail? I swear. Every boy group debuts and someone's in jail.
참 말들이 많아 what 헛소리만 늘어 잔소리나 욕짓거리는 제발 그만해 죽이 되든 밥이 되든 내가 알아서 할게 사실 나를 몰라 답답해 언제나 매일 고민 중 Answer me 그럼 해답을 줘봐 속시원한 대답 좀 못하면 제발 가서 좀봐 please 여기는 우리 정글이지 이 안에서 우리를 데려 움직인 내국 District 9 싹 다 뒤집어 다 뒤집어 부정적인 시선 지워 back up
Vocals. One thing I will say, even though the type of music so far hasn't been totally my thing, I can admit like their vocals are actually crazy. Yeah, they so far have had some really great vocals. Um so I can definitely appreciate that. And of course the choreo is good, but the vocals are what's mostly standing out to me about this group for now. That beat is suddenly crazy. Okay, well, first off, I know that that's Felix, but I wanted to go through and see if I could actually. So I think, so that looks like IN. Please don't be mean to me if I'm wrong. I'm very sensitive. I can't tell who that is at all. That just looks like Bang Chan. And I know that's Han. I don't know who this is. Let me see if like, because obviously this was a long time ago. People change a lot in 5+ years. So yeah, I have no idea. That looks like Han. That's Felix, of course. Unrelated, but I do think the name Stray Kids is cute. I still don't know why I was surprised by Han rapping, even though I literally read that he was a rapper, but like, he's not kind of good, so he was really, he's great, honestly. This part's good. No negative vibes. His voice is really good. I think I heard his voice in the last video. Not this one, but the last video I made. Okay, production. Of course, Felix.
그러니 제발 립 다물고 모두 shit 진짜 내 모습이 무엇인지 찾는 중이야 있다면 연습 제발 다금해 밤이 새면 죽도록 달렸는데 결국엔 네 그려진 표정 앞에 광대 No doubt 우리 우리 공간을 지켜 yeah! 싹 다 뒤집어 다 뒤집어
The water. I can't imagine how hard it is to dance with like inches of water on the floor. Yeah, this part's really good. Whoever's singing this, like, I don't know if it's just one person or multiple, but they always sound so good. They're all adorable. There we go. District 9 from their debut album. That was their official debut. Yeah, so that was another 2 songs from Stray Kids. So far, I don't even know, like, which song. I mean, Elevator's probably my number 1, but I've just known that song the longest, so it may be, you know, bias or not, but least favorite would be Spread My Wings, but that's not because it's a bad song, it's just because it's not really relevant to me anymore, you know? Um, it's just that's how life goes. And I actually don't really remember what Gur sounded like. So I'm gonna quickly, hold on, let me see. I'll remember when I actually listen to it, but oh yeah. See, I remember immediately. Yeah, honestly, if we take Elevator out of the equation, just because I already know that song really well, um, I would probably say that Gur is my favorite so far, just out of the 4 that I've heard. It was just really good, like, genuinely. District 9 was okay. Um, and Elevator, of course, is amazing. But Spread My Wings was just, like I said, you know, I've already talked about that enough. But yeah, I think if we take Elevator out of the 3, Gur is my favorite. If we put Elevator back in there, Elevator is probably a little bit higher than Gur. So yeah, that is it for Stray Kids for today. By the time this comes out, I'll have posted my official schedule of what videos I'm posting on what day. But if you haven't seen that, or you couldn't find it, or for whatever reason you forgot or whatever, I'm posting every day, and except for weekends. I'm not doing Saturday or Sunday, at least for now. Every other Monday and every other Thursday, I'll be posting either Monsta X or Stray Kids. So in 1 week, it'll be, and then on Tuesday and Friday will be Extraordinary Heroes, and then Wednesday will be a random group or artist that either you guys recommend or I find or whatever. So that means in 1 week, it'll be, for an example, Stray Kids, Extraordinary Heroes, random group, Stray Kids, Extraordinary Heroes. Stray Kids / Monsta X will both be in the same week. It won't be Monsta X and then Stray Kids, or Stray Kids and then Monsta. It'll just be the same group in the same week. So, I could do it the other way, but I prefer having like a group, like each group have like their little week. So, yeah, that is my official schedule for now. And of course, it's subject to change. Life is unpredictable, and we never know what's going to happen in the future. So, and it'll definitely change during comeback times, for my favorite groups, such as for groups that I already follow, like Card and Extraordinary Heroes, or like GOT7. Within a week, I could potentially post multiple videos of that group, just because it gives me time to get through comeback stuff. So, yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit like. If you're excited to see more about Stray Kids from me in the future, you can subscribe. Um, it's like I I don't feel bad for my reaction just because I'm giving an honest reaction, but of course I know people are excited to watch people react to a group that they love, and you know, it's not like I'm going crazy over them and stuff right now at the time. So, um, this is just their earliest stuff, and of course, a group's worst content should be their first content. And worst does not equal bad in the sense of like it sucks. It's just relative to their new stuff. This should be not as good. So because that shows growth. And as of right now, I'm of course going to continue with them. I will absolutely have them way more on the channel. I am so excited to see them through the years, see how they progress, see their newer stuff. So don't worry, I'm not like I don't hate the group. I'm not like turned off of the group or anything like that. Just so yeah, but for now it's like not totally my style, and that is all right because we all have different opinions. So anyway, thank you for checking in with me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.